Hey, morning people. It's Marc de Bruin from Simplifying Life. Not quite awake yet, haven't had my coffee yet, but I thought I'd do a quick video and it will be actually a quick one, even though I'm known to say it'll be a quick one and it's not. Hey, I was reading up on things like resilience the other day. It's something I'm really interested in. We look at resilience often as this ability that we have to bounce back from tough situations. And I had to write them down, but research seemed to suggest that there's about 4 or 5 elements to resilience that make resilience the thing it is. It's the self regulation thing, so emotional regulation, coming back from strong emotions. It's things like optimism, things like cognitive agility, so the ability to think through stuff. And then you've got things like self-compassion and self-efficacy, the idea to be kind to yourself and to also be self-efficacious, to do things and make them work. Now, the emotion regulation is the one that I talk about a lot with my clients, because that's where they seem to get hung up on quite a bit. So emotion regulation, the ability to, when stuff hits us, to then slow down and take a step back is the most important thing in that. And I've got a lot to say about that. We'll not do that in this video. So when you look at when you look at emotion regulation, it consists of 2 parts. So first there's the slowing down process, and then there's the cognitive reappraisal process. So emotion regulation, one of the elements of overall resilience, to become a more resilient human being. 2 parts, slowing down and cognitive reappraisal. So what does that mean? So something happens, it triggers you immensely. It could be at work, it could be in your relationship, it could be financial, whatever it could be. But here you are now, your whole sympathetic nervous system is firing off. You feel it, and your brain starts working slightly differently. Energy goes to the middle rather than to the front, and we don't think as much as we now feel. So what do? Well, slow down. Whichever way you can slow down, slow down. Usually a bunch of breaths could be the way to go. Slow down, center yourself, and breathe. Another way could be to actually just say what it is that you feel. So I'm really feeling angry right now, or I'm feeling really pissed off, or I'm really, really upset. Just tell and express, either verbally or non-verbally, what it is that you feel. So express that. Then the second thing you want to do, after the slowing down process, is to cognitively reappraise. So take a little bit of distance from what you're feeling. So you are now feeling stuff. You're aware that you're feeling it. You've told the world that you're feeling it. You are feeling it. That's not the right time to handle things and to start getting into action. So you want to take a little bit of a step. By slowing down, you do that. By then cognitively reappraising things, you can come back to your center, start to switch the energy from the middle of your brain back to the front a little bit. You start to think a little bit more clearly, and then go like, okay, in this particular situation that has caused me distress or caused me upset, what is it that I need to do? What seems the most useful thing to do? What is this emotion trying to tell me? What can I do with this situation? Do I potentially have to think about it? Do I have to make a phone call about it? Whatever. But take that distance to get your thinking back, and then think from the front, if you will, about what's most useful. So, quick recap. Told you I was going to keep it relatively quick. Emotion regulation, one of the most important elements of the resilience toolkit, if you will, and there's a number of them in there. Emotion regulation, 2 bits. The first bit is to slow down. I always say slow the movie down. Do that in whichever way you can. Meditate, sleep, breathe, whatever, but slow down. Second element, cognitive reappraisal. Step away from what actually happened and look at it with your forebrain, if you will. Look at it and go like, okay, now that I'm feeling this and I'm taking a little bit of time to slow down and step away from it, what seems to be the most useful thing to do? Those 2 steps, if you can start mastering them, will get you on the way to become a resilient human being, or even more resilient. So if you want to know more about it, you know where to find me, because there's much more to be said about that. Happy to talk about this in a session or other times over the phone. So find me on Facebook, find me on LinkedIn, find me on Google, wherever, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.